Many times, the interior of an elevator is a forgotten element within the overall design of a building. But why? It's a commonly used area of the building. It's an area of the building where the audience is captive and design should be prioritized. So why is it ignored? Perhaps it's because no one knows how to sell an elevator interior. Until now. You are the elevator professional, so why shouldn't you know how to sell something as important as an interior? And as an elevator professional, why not learn from those proficient in product and design of the very thing you're wanting to sell? The team at Fabicab is skilled and trained to simplify the process of selling elevator interiors. These folks are going to walk you through 5 things to know about selling elevator interiors. When they're done, you too will be an elevator interior product and design expert. So take notes because this is going to be good.
Believe it or not, elevator interiors can positively affect your book of business. I'm going to outline 5 important ways to create an increase in profitability for you and your company. Number 1, new revenue stream. Selling interiors is an easy way to generate new revenue. If your office isn't currently utilizing elevator interiors to generate revenue, consider this. 10 typical cab interiors can yield $350,000 to $500,000 in revenue. Number 2, predictable backlog. Interior projects are typically predictable, making them easier to incorporate into your labor schedule. Fabicab routinely reviews existing conditions during the estimating phase to ensure accurate labor planning is considered. Number 3, positive sales interactions. Interiors are exciting projects that building owners are usually eager to bring to life. This creates positive interaction and helps build rapport with clients. Interiors are easy to understand where they can see it and touch it. Number 4, access to client capital. A common misconception is that interior projects take away from elevator operation budgets. In reality, these upgrades are often funded through building improvement or branding budgets rather than operational funds for repairs and service contracts. Interiors can provide an avenue to access additional client capital. Number 5, the Fabicab sales force. Fabicab is actively engaged in the sales process, allowing you, the elevator rep, to focus on revenue-generating activities. Use them. They are there for you. As subject matter experts, we're here to help you get projects across the finish line efficiently and effectively. Simply put, if you remember these 5 tips for increasing profitability, the sky is the limit on your growth potential. Firsthand, we have seen elevator reps change their book of business when they leaned into the idea of selling interiors with intention.
When should you sell cab interiors? That's an easy one for me to answer, always. Though interiors are always an add-on that should be incorporated, how to apply it looks a little differently depending on what sector of elevator sales you're in. Let me talk first to the modernization folks. You can boost mod sales by offering interiors as an optional add-on for all mod projects. This is the absolute quickest way to ramp up your interior sales. Whenever you compare a new interior with other work being done, you only have to allocate the mobilization dollars once, saving you profit and the end user overall project dollars. For the service and repair folks, you guys can incorporate interior offerings into capital planners. Successful reps utilize budgets and capital plans with their clients to plan interior projects in advance. Quick hit projects are typically the result of damage or building renovations, so keep an eye out for any active building renovations that may not include mechanical upgrades. Knowing when to apply selling interiors is very important, but just remember, a new interior is an easy sell. With HGTV and our culture's obsession with home renovation, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, remodeling the inside of an elevator is generally a very easy concept for most people to understand. So, when is it appropriate to sell a new elevator interior? Always.
Not sure how to talk the talk when it comes to elevator interior design? Well, not very many elevator reps are an expert on it. And I have got great news. You don't have to be. With partners like Fabicab on your side, you can lean on us to lock in the design and finish selections with your customer in a virtual client design session. More on that later. But there will be times where you can get the deal closer to the finish line if you can talk with your customer on some basic design elements. Here are 5 things to remember. First is budget. You want to get a feel for your customer, and if they have a budget in mind for the upgrade. They may be starting from scratch, which is the perfect opportunity to help them put together a capital plan. Or they may already have funds set aside for the project. Some may have an idea of what budget they'd like to have, but we all know that sometimes we have to help guide the customer to a more realistic number. Knowing what your starting point is pivotal to getting your customer a solution that they will be able to actually move forward with. Next is the customer's goal for the upgrade. Are they just looking for a simple facelift? Are they doing a lobby renovation that they're wanting to upgrade the elevators along with? Is the current cab interior getting a lot of damage? Maybe they've changed building ownership and they're wanting to upgrade the interiors to attract new tenants or high-end clientele. If we know the goal, that will allow us to help them pick the finishes and the design that best suits their needs. Third is timeline. Are they needing a solution quickly? Are they looking to complete the project in the current fiscal year? Maybe they are anticipating the renovation in the following year or 2, and you're needing to build that cost increase into your proposal. Knowing the timeline allows us to know what materials we can use, since many custom materials have a longer lead time. It also helps us keep the project on track, working that timeline backwards and knowing when we need to get the materials ordered. Speaking of which, number 4, materials. Being able to chat generally about whether they would like simple materials like laminate, or if they need something more durable like metal, or maybe they want to bring some customization with something like glass. This skill will help you lock in with your customer. And once you've got them on the hook, get in touch with your Fabicab rep to get the design all the way across the finish line. Which leads me to number 5. Use your Fabicab sales rep. We are here for you to be a support and a resource. At the end of the day, if you don't win the job, we don't win the job. So think of us as your cab interior partner to tag in and help seal the deal. Utilize us for client design sessions, which is where you introduce us to your customer and we hop on a virtual call, asking them questions and showing them renderings and photos that lead us to the perfect solution for their building, budget, and timeline. This allows us to team up with you, making your client feel heard, their needs met, all while making you look like the rock star you are. Being able to ask your customer some of these basic design questions will help you get a starting point for your customer and better prepare us to be able to help you have a successful, finalized design that they will love, that fits their needs, and ultimately gets you the job.
All right, let's get one thing straight. Selling elevator interiors isn't rocket science. You don't need to be some design guru or have any kind of a fancy sales pitch. But what you do need to know is how to start the conversation, handle pushback, and get the deal closed. That's what I'm gonna walk you through right now. Number 1, sell the value, not the price. First things first, stop thinking about price. If you walk into a meeting talking about how much an interior costs, you've already are losing. Instead, talk about what it does for them. It makes their building look better, it protects their investment, and it keeps the tenants, guests, and customers happy. Don't ask, would you like to upgrade your elevator interior? Instead, say something like, how long has it been since you all have updated these cabs? That gets them thinking, and thinking leads to buying. Spotting easy sales. Listen, not every elevator needs a new motor or a controller, but every single one of them will eventually need an elevator interior. Here's where you find your easy wins. Your high-end properties. That includes your hotels, your Class A offices, your apartments. Those folks really care about first impressions. Busy buildings, hospitals, malls, college campuses. Heavy traffic equals faster wear and tear on their current interior. Renovations, if they're remodeling the lobby, that elevator better match. Next time you step into an elevator, take a second look. If the cab's all banged up, outdated, or just plain ugly, that is a sale waiting to happen. Let's talk about handling objections like a pro. Let's talk about the top 3 excuses you're probably going to hear and how to overcome them. The first one, we don't have the budget. Hey, I hear you. Most folks pay for this out of their branding or their capital improvement budgets, not just their maintenance funds. Might be worth checking into. In worst case, let us get you some capital planning so you can plan for that upgrade. Number 2, we're fine for now. Sure, but you know what they say, fix it before it breaks. An updated interior keeps your cab looking fresh and protects your investment in the long run. And number 3, maybe later. I get that, but here's a great opportunity to save your future self some dollars on remobilizing if you're doing a modernization or piggybacking an interior off a needed repair. Closing the deal without feeling like a salesman. Nobody likes a pushy salesman. The good news is you don't have to be one. Keep it simple. Don't drown them in all the details and showing them 12 different models. Tell them, just say, tell you what, let's take a look at some options. I'll get you a quote and we'll see what makes sense. Sound good? Show them something. Send them a rendering or just show them some before and afters. Seeing it makes it feel real and creates urgency. If their building's already doing renovations, now's the time. Nobody wants to pay twice for mobilization. Let Fabicab do the heavy lifting. Look, you don't have to be an expert in the elevator interiors. That's our job. You just need to start the conversation, and we'll take it from there. You need help with design? We got you. You want a rendering to show your client? Very easy. We have thousands of them. You don't have time to chase the job after you've quoted? Let us handle it. Your job is to sell it. Our job's to make it really easy for you. At the end of the day, selling interiors isn't hard. It's just about knowing when to bring it up and how to handle and navigate that conversation. In the beginning, start small. Let Fabicab do the heavy lifting. And I promise you, once you sell one of these, you'll wonder why you weren't doing this sooner. Now let's both go sell some interiors.
Hey everyone, Austin here with Zach, and today we're walking you through one of the most important steps in the cab interior process, the survey. This is where we gather all the details that make the design and installation run smoothly.
That's right. An accurate and thorough survey ensures everything fits perfectly and meets your client's needs. So let's break it down. And along the way, be sure to listen up for some of our top tips for a successful survey.
First, we get the basic information down. We'll need the job name, as well as the surveyor's name and phone number. These keep everything organized and on track.
Don't skip this. It's essential for communication throughout the entire project. Then, be sure to document the capacity, quantity of cabs, and, very important, cab construction. This will dictate the type of hardware we send with your cab interior, and if it's a skeleton, frame, or stick cab, helps us pick a design that best suits the cab construction.
Next up is measuring the cab shell. This will include the depth for your sidewalls A and C, width of your back wall B, even if it's a front and rear cab, and the height from the finished floor to the canopy, which is above the ceiling. Be sure to check the height on all 3 walls. Reference your legend to know which wall is which, and remember, we measure in inches, not feet. An important note here is that you have multiple cabs that are the same capacity. Don't just assume that the cab is the same dimension. Be sure to get all the dimensions of each cab because they might be slightly different, which will affect the install.
If there are any obstructions like a cove or a fixture, make sure to go to page 2 of the survey to select what type of cove you have and use the provided space to sketch out your dimensions. You'll want to measure from the floor to the bottom of the obstruction and how far the obstruction sticks out on each wall. Make sure to include the dimensions from the cove to the canopy as well. The more information the better, because these details matter for making your interior fit just right.
Now let's talk about the ceiling. You'll need to know if you're keeping the existing ceiling or installing a new one from Fabicab.
Even if you're retaining the ceiling, be sure to fill out all the information on the survey. Don't forget the perimeter gap measurements, how the ceiling is mounted, and the ceiling drop, which is the distance from the canopy to the face of the ceiling.
If you're purchasing a new Fabicab ceiling, you'll also need to get the measurement of the escape hatch. You'll need the depth and width of the hatch, as well as the distance from the sidewall A and the back wall B. This is critical for safety and code compliance. This is another reason why it's important to measure every cab, because the escape hatch might be in different locations.
And once all the measurements are done, it's time to document everything clearly. This is the reference we'll use for design and quoting, so we'll want to make sure it's accurate.
Quick tip here, guys. If you think you have a 50% chance or higher of winning the job and you're already visiting the site, go ahead and fill out the survey and save your future self some time. After you've got all the details, pass it along to the Fabicab team and we'll take care of the rest. Design, quoting, helping your technicians with any questions of the install, you name it.
And my biggest quick tip is to take pictures. Sending pictures of the cab to your Fabicab rep can save a job. It's true what they say, pictures are worth 1,000 words, so let us be your second set of eyes to make sure the install goes smoothly. We've avoided a lot of potential install issues by seeing pictures early on in the process.
That's exactly right. Want some additional tips on a great survey? Scan that QR code at the bottom right of your survey sheet for our top 10 tips.
And that's how you conduct a successful survey. A simple but crucial step to making sure things go smoothly from start to finish. You do the survey right, and you'll be setting up the project for success.
At the end of the day, we've got your back at Fabicab. So lean on us and don't hesitate to call, text, or FaceTime your rep if you need any help along the way.
I told you it was good info. As Mandy discussed, elevator interiors are easy for people to understand. They can see it and they can touch it. In the same token, elevator interiors are an easy commodity for you to sell. So now that you have the knowledge, you have what it takes to bring this product to your customer. But no, you're not alone. The team at Fabicab is ready to serve beside you when you are ready to take a go at it. Be sure to reach out to your Fabicab sales rep with any questions or whenever you need backup. It's our mission to add value to our customer, you. So let us help, and together we can serve your customer with excellence.